So I started playing soccer when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and I played first in Washington State with a tiny little, young people club. And when we moved here to Tennessee, then I started playing with ASO. And after that, we transitioned to Crush, which was about at 8 years old. And once that merged into FC Alliance, I've been playing with them until now. So I've been playing club for about 11 years now, and when I hit middle school, I just thought the idea of playing behind a name that had more than just soccer to it, I thought that was so cool. So I was so excited to play middle school, and then that just transitioned into high school. So just the entire process has been really fulfilling. It's been a lot of fun for me, both high school and club, and it made me into the person I am today. Well, anyone you ask, skill level and competitiveness are the big differences in club and high school, but also the social experience. There's a lot more of that in high school soccer than in club soccer, but for me, I kind of just tried to keep the same goals in club soccer and high school soccer by helping out my teammates and trying to make them a little bit better and helping them, because high school soccer usually focuses on, unfortunately, a handful of people, so I tried to hand off that to other people and get them to enjoy the social aspect of high school a little bit more. But overall, it was a lot of fun. It was just a way to have fun with the sport I love, with the people I love most, so it was a lot of fun. Well, I went into the process kind of thinking D1, because that's what everyone usually looks at, and I wanted to play still at a highly competitive level when I went to college. So I probably started looking at colleges around my freshman year, and I was looking at, I don't know why, but the bigger schools like Vanderbilt and William & Mary, as well as other schools that had some of the topics of study that I wanted to go into. But all of it, I just saw that they kind of looked at you, it's sad to say, but almost as property. They would regard you as a soccer player first, and then as just a regular person. But then I went to an ID camp at Lipscomb during, actually the coach emailed me because he had asked one of my teammates about anyone who was familiar with, I guess, Christianity on our team. And so he and I started getting into contact, and after I got a stress fracture in my back, he was the only one out of any college that I talked to that would maintain contact with me. So just the fact that he was willing to stay in contact with me over 6 months of my injury, that kind of just spoke a lot to me already, even though I hadn't even seen his team or played with them. So after that, I kind of was a little bit more centered on Lipscomb, and I went to an ID camp, and just the ideals that they have at that school kind of just fit perfectly in line with mine, and I was what he was looking for in terms of a player for that specific year. So just their values and their focus on you as a person, and just as a sister in Christ above all. And then soccer players, that third tier, that just, it's amazing, and I can't see that in any other school. So the soccer, the academics, and again, those Christian values is just more than I can say for any other school. So that just seemed to fit with me. I mean, obviously my parents and my brother are some of the most influential people. They've been there for me over the ups and downs of soccer, and they know very well how much of the ups and downs there were. But my mom and dad, and my brother as well, despite him being in college, they were just always my moral support and emotional support. And coaches, I had some that were a little bit nicer than others, and some that were a little bit more there for me emotionally, but they were there for me, and they were helping me obviously with every step of the way, both the college process and just making me into a better player by discipline or whether by emotional support. And trainers, my strength and conditioning coaches, anything like that, they've all just been such a big help to me just by preparing me for my journey and along the way helping me as a spiritual person and again, emotional support. So I couldn't have done it with any of them.